Morning guys, Gav here, CARP UK. Me and Mike are out today at Cuttle Mill, just at Sutton Coalfield. Unfortunately the mill pool was completely full. I'll show you a quick walk around in a bit, just quick over to the bridge. So we've ended up on long pool. There's Mikey. Obviously Mikey's little setup down there. My little setup down there. Rods are just in the water, literally a couple of minutes ago. But yeah, there's the lake behind me, as you can see. So I'll just show you where I'm fishing, guys. So I'm fishing, see the island there? See the log that's, oh, there you go, it's a log that's hanging out here. You see it just there, there's a little log hanging out there. So I've got one by there and one just by the island. Fishing 2 rods, but no, lovely looking place. We only allowed 10 people to fish at the same time. So not a lot at all, but yeah, lovely place. Guy was here at 7 o'clock letting us in. Really nice guy, told us what's been out, what's not been out, so can't complain. Went for McDonald's breakfast on the way, standard. But say hello Mike. Alright guys, so Mike's just firing out some boilies into his swim. He's not quite at the island, as you can see. Wait for them to go in. He's nowhere near the island like me. He's just a bit more in open water. I didn't even see them. Let's try and get them in for you guys. Hopefully you do, mate. Alright, you should catch them just on the edge. Go on, let's see if we can get them this time. How many are you putting out? That's where Mike is probably about there, so it's not too close to the island, but it's not miles away. There's a little abode that we've both bunked up in today, just for a day session. Quick pop-up bivvy. But, so yeah, I'll just twist the video around, guys, and I'll show you the lake. Alright, so this is the lake. So we've sat on peg 6, and then so there's another one there, but like I say, they only allow on the booking system, they only allow on 10 at a time, but the lake goes new landing net, JRC Stealth in the cradle. Hopefully we get to use that today. You see down there, there's another little island down there, a few trees and snags, and then there's like a little bay at the top. But this is what it is. The guy's house is over there by the looks of it, and then that's the mill pool just next door. So I'll just quickly show you the mill pool. Over there, look, so there's a few guys bivvied up. There's a few guys over there, so we won't go too far over. But yeah, there's a few guys. That's where we're fishing, just near the island. I've had the deeper out. It's literally 3 foot. It is not deep at all in the slightest. I think the deepest point we found was 3.4 foot or something like that, 3.7 foot. So at a max, you know it's going to be 4 foot. But yeah, so lines in the water, kept the rod pod low, and we're over there. So I'll catch up with you again in a bit, guys. I'm just going to get a coffee on, so we'll catch up with you later. Oh, that was a beep on my left rod, right rod. Oh. See if we can get that. No, it's just a little beat. Probably just a liner. I am, like you say, I am over just by that log there. So it's probably just a little liner.
So we're gonna have a chat about what bait we're using today and what rigs we're using. This is the first time we fished this water, so we don't really know what to expect. We have tried to research this place on the internet, on YouTube, on Facebook. There's a lot of pictures from the mill pool, but there's not really a lot of information about this place. So it's a bit, we don't really know what to expect. We've deepened it, and it's very, very clear at the bottom. We think it's silt, but we're not having to pull the lead out of the silt, which is quite nice. It's sitting quite nicely on it. So on my 2, I've got one closer to the island and one more in open water, because the deeper was showing fish in both areas. So we thought we'd put a rig in both areas and see what's what. So on the left-hand rod, I'm fishing a Atlantic bait, pineapple pop-up, and on the other, I am fishing Atlantic baits, the ocean crab, 14mm pop-up. Bit big, but we've been told that this used to be, or still is, the match lake.
Yeah, they've cut it down to only 10 pegs on the whole lake, but it used to be the match water.
Awesome, isn't it?
So there's a good head of smaller fish. So we're just trying to go a little bit bigger to get past them as such.
Just get past the bream and
yeah.
So, but apparently the carp in here, I spoke to the bailiff before we come. I'll give him a bell. I spoke to him this morning as well. He's a lovely bloke, cracking bloke. He said anything this end of the lake is quite a good peg. So this is where we've come. But he says there's carp in here from 10 to 20 pound. So.
Well, there was a guy out yesterday had a 20 pound 6 ounce out of here.
Yeah. So we're just trying to find. If we found him this morning, we could see him on the deeper. It's just hopefully the bite. It's been quite warm last night, and we've had a look at the air pressure and it's low. I don't know what that means personally, but I've read it's good for carp fishing. So fingers crossed, we're good for a bite. I need to catch a fish. I haven't had a carp since probably October time. What point that face for?
So on my rods, I've gone for 2 different approaches. Because I love my solid bag so much, I've stuck one rod on the solid bag. I've got my Atlantic baits test bait. It's a yellow boilie, as you can see. Ooh, it's a freezer boilie. So I've got them in my bag, filled my bag up with them. But they're lovely and soft freezer baits. But yeah, so I've filled my bag up with one of them. And then I've got, same as mine, I've got a pineapple on that one to try and match with a yellow pineapple from Atlantic baits. And that's my solid bag, tackle on wheels, camo hook on that as well, my own supernatural link. On the right hand rod, I've gone for this style, exactly the same rig as this, but I've got a couple made up. And this is a Gemini boom link with a little swivel at the end. And then that's my that's a tackle on wheels camo hook. That's what I've been using. I like that hook. It's nice sharp point. They do well on the fish. They snag into the fish's mouth. And then all on this one I've got is a little not on this one obviously, but on the right rod I've got one of the grey ocean crab from Atlantic baits, 14mm. And then I've also got a little bit of the stick mix. So I've got a little bit of stick mix in a funnel web. I've got one of the little funnel webs, so I've just pushed a bit through, made a couple up, and then I put that out on one of them. So that's my approach. Let's see if it works.
It'll work for you, won't it? I'll try everything and nothing will work.
Well, so I've had a couple of liners. I've had 2 liners on the right rod already, so hopefully they'll find where the bait is. I've put just dobbered out probably 30 boilies just around the island, that right hand side of the island, just where I'm fishing. I've put about 30 out there. So yeah, hopefully
we're in for a bite. I've been spun out a couple of boilies, but these are what I'm gonna start to put out. I'm gonna cut them up because they are 16mm. I'm gonna chop up into crumb them into halves just to get a bit of bait out there. When we've had a look, it's saying it ranges between the spots we've had a look at are like between 2.5 and 4 foot.
Yeah.
So my plan was to spod, but I don't want to start spooking the fish if I'm honest. So I'm going to do more a discreet approach. So I'll be spodding these out. These are the red fruit from Atlantic baits. These smell amazing. They really do smell.
You just whack them in half.
Really fruity. It's really soft, really easy to work with. So I'm just crumbling my fingers. Really easy to work with. So hopefully we're going to be on the fish today. We're the only people on the lake, so there's going to be no line pressure. I think the mill pool's full. There was one space available this morning, but the guy who was here this morning snapped that up. So he's gone on that. we have said if someone did cancel, we'd go on to it, but we're happy where we are. We're happy there's fish in front of us, we've seen them.
The bailiff laughed at us and said, because they use a pre-booking service and you pay, pre-book pay, he says nobody cancels.
Mate, your rod's going. You've had a backdrop. Just seen his line. He's in. Gav's in. Oh, stand by, guys. Gav's in. So, Gav's decided to go and catch himself a bream. Hey, it's not a bad one for a bream. So, anyway, that was not a proper bite. So, we'll keep you posted, and hopefully, we'll have a few carp to show you, other than bream. So it is probably about 2:30, 3:15. We've had nothing yet. We've spent most of the day walking around the lake, if we're honest, trying to find the fish, trying to find signs of feeding, and we've seen nothing. We've had a deeper out, right in the middle of the lake. It's about 2.5, 3 foot maximum. So we've seen no signs of any fish whatsoever. As I was sat here, about half rod length out from where we're sat, and we're about 3 pegs down from peg 1 as you come into the entrance. There's a few bubbles and a few fizzing. So just out of interest, we took the deeper over them fizzing, and it seems to be a 4-foot gully running from one end of the lake to the other, literally half a rod length out. Put the deeper on it, and it was ping, 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 fish all over the place. In the middle of the water, about a foot from below the surface. So we've just put all 3 rods, or I've put all 3 rods in. Gav's still got one on the edge, but he's put his 2 rods in now. So we're hoping that eventually we found the fish. But as you can see, the weather has took a turn for the worst, and it is chucking it down. Absolutely chucking it down. But we're still at it, we're still going to keep going. We're not going to let it phase us.
Definitely not.
So we'll keep going to the 4, 5-ish. It's throwing it down. We're going to get a coffee on in a minute. We've got on to freeze. We've got to put
one fish. That's all we want, one fish.
All I want is just a carp of any size, just to break this blanking spell that I've had. The only fish we have had is a bream.
They don't count.
No. But we've gone for... We've been trying to be really subtle about what we're doing. We don't want to be spodding and splashing and causing a load of issues. We've tried over the island. You'll see later on in the video, I'll do a bit of what I let it look like. But we tried by the island, we tried in open water, we tried in the edges, and within about 10 minutes ago we found this 4-foot gully about half a rod length out, and it's the deepest part of the lake that we found at the minute. Like I said, it averages between 2.5 and 3 foot. So now we found this deep little bowl gully thing. We found the fish lurking in it. So hopefully we put the bait on the fish and they'll start to take it. We might spook them off in a minute, but hopefully they'll come back and they'll start to pick up. So keep watching, guys.
Hopefully we have a fish to show you.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll have a couple of fish to show you.
Oh God, it's chucking it down.
As you can hear, it's absolutely throwing it down. Absolutely. It's getting even worse.
This is when you're going to get a fish. Watch it.
It's getting even worse. As you can see over there, there's an island. We've been fishing over there. but no luck as of yet. So hopefully we'll have some fish to start. It said it's going to stop at 5 o'clock. That's probably going to be pack-up time. It's going to start getting dark. Absolutely throwing it down, but we're going to keep going. So hopefully we'll have some fish to show you. So keep watching, guys, and we'll see if we can show you a few fish. So you get a coffee on.
Get coffee on.
No, you get a coffee on. Get a coffee on, son. Right, we're going to have coffee. Catch up in a bit. So we've come to the end of the session at Cuttle Mill on the long pool. Unfortunately, it has been a blank for me and Gav, believe it or not. All we've had is a bream. There's a guy on the mill pool had a 31-pound common, so that's the only fish that's come out today. So I think both lakes have been a bit off it, but we are going to be back. We're back soon. We're at Linear on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday next week, so we can't wait for that. So look out for the video on that, and hopefully we'll
48 hours.
48 hours at Linear. So keep an eye out for the video of that. Hopefully we will have some fish at Linear. I will eventually catch the carp and stop this blank that keeps happening. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. All my rigs are right. I can see them in the water. I set them up before I go. I can see they're sat in the bucket right. For some reason I just can't get on the fish. But that will change. The weather's warming up. The weather looks good for Linear. So fingers crossed we are going to get some fish on the bank at Linear. So thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, please like, and keep an eye out for the next video. Again, thank you very much, and we'll hope to see you all soon, and good luck if you're going to be on the bank. Oh, good luck, you're going to be on the bank, guys. Catch you a bit.